Hey guys, Wolf of Roto here. Just got done breaking down the Colts defense and taking a look at the Saints offense. I think this game sets up perfectly for Drew Brees and the Saints passing attack. If you guys watched Monday Night Football, you saw Tom Brady absolutely destroy the Colts underneath, really only taking a couple shots downfield. Why? Because Indianapolis is really struggling on their underneath coverages. In fact, Football Outsiders ranks them as the 25th worst defense for short passes, 15 yards or less, and especially short left and short middle. This is precisely where Drew Brees does his damage. Let's check some film out and I can show you why the Colts are struggling so bad to cover receivers and tight ends underneath. Here we see the Colts nickelback passing off Amendola even though the linebacker's occupied, leaving Amendola wide open for a huge gain. Here we see some miscommunication to start, then you're going to see the linebacker's eyes glued on Tom Brady. They don't really get Edelman out of his route and it's tough for Mike Adams to come over top of that. Here you're going to see a little bit of motion by the Patriots, seem to confuse the Colts at times. They're okay here, but you're going to see DeQuell Jackson does a bad job underneath. The cornerback allows him inside knowing he has help by the linebacker, but by staring at the quarterback, easy pickings over the middle. You're going to see motion again, gives some confusion to the Colts. Jarrell Freeman's busy disguising. He should be taking the first inside cutter. You can tell he gets a little bit confused. Easy pickings again over the middle for the Patriots. Patriots motion again. This time it doesn't look like they have any underneath help. So Vontae should take away the inside, but it's just wide open again. Edelman drops it, but you can see again how soft the Colts are through the middle. And lastly, you're going to see the underneath coverage completely bite on play action. You see the two linebackers creep up. And a really poor angle by Lowry, the safety, allows for the easy touchdown for Gronk. It was interesting watching the Saints and seeing how similar their personnel is to the Patriots and how similar they use their personnel as the Patriots. Again, we know how soft the Colts are there. It should be open all day for him. Now he ends up dropping the pass, but you're going to see Snead coming across the middle, occupying that weak, soft zone of the Colts. First we'll see some motion that gave the Colts fits by the Patriots. Then you're going to see two underneath crossers, Snead and Cooks. So the opportunities there for some big games underneath and some big yak. We should see plenty of Ben Watson against these poor coverage linebackers of the Colts and safeties, especially without their best coverage safety Mike Adams in this game. No play action, but similar route to what Gronkowski ran. I completely trust Watson against Colt Anderson and Lowry this week. Very poor in coverage. So to sum it up specifically, I like Drew Brees to go over 300 yards and have a multi-touchdown game. I think he's safe in cash games as your quarterback play. I think Willie Snead has the ability to have another big game. I think he's a very safe play, and statistically, Pro Football Focus shows us that he plays 40% in the slot. So he should be matched up against those safeties and linebackers quite often and do some damage. Now it's a bit riskier and I'd probably only use him in GPP, but Cooks I think is a sneaky good play. I gotta imagine that Coach Payton saw how Edelman tore up the Colts, and Cooks has a similar skill set, and if used properly this game, Cooks could have a huge, enormous game that we all expected at the start of the season. I'm also a big believer in Watson. I think he's a very safe play. Again, I showed you the underneath linebacker coverage and safety coverage is not the best for the Colts. I would expect a 4 or 5 catches and at least 50 yards, and I think the ceiling is very high for him too. I'll have him in a lot of my cash games and GPP.